Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished participants of UNFCCC's 27th of Contracting Parties meeting. Welcome to Turkish Pavilion. I would like to greet you on behalf of the Ministry of Environment, Urbanization and Climate Change of Turkish Republic. Today, we are gathering the first side event of the Turkish Republic. My name is Önder Gürpınar, and I'm responsible for Sustainability Strategy and the Zero Pollution Division at the Ministry. Today, I would like to give some information about what we have done and what we are doing about green transition in the industry and cleaner production studies in Turkey. So in Turkey, in accession process, we try to harmonize the European Union legislation into national legislation, and within this harmonization period, the Department of Air Management carries out various studies and efforts for harmonization of the Integrated Pollution Prevention and Control Directive as one of EU Environment and Climate Change chapters closing criteria. And as it is known, the Industrial Emission Directive, which came into force at 2010, composed of 7 different directives, and Chapter 1 and 2 of this directive is IPPC, which stands for Integrated Pollution Prevention and Control. The IPPC aims to protect the environment in a holistic approach, preventing and reducing the industrial-based emissions and waste generation at its source by using best available techniques, BATs. And it ensures a pre-activity environmental assessment mechanism which is based on reduction of pollution at source, application of BATs, evaluation considering costs and environmental benefits, innovation and resource efficiency. And the facilities that are carrying out the activities are listed in the Annex 1 of the IED. As seen on the screen, the energy, mineral industry, metal production and processing, manufacture of chemicals, waste management are the main topics of the activities. And also there is a topic called other activities and the sectors pulp and paper, textile and tannery, and some more sectors are also under this topic. At EU countries, there are approximately 50,000 installations, and in Turkey there are about 6,000 IPPC installations. In Turkey, we have also combined permit system, but it's not like IPPC. In our current system, the control of the emissions is after the end of pipe techniques. But in IPPC approach, the control of the emissions and energy efficiency is done within the production process by using BATs, best available techniques, and cross-media effects are taken in consideration at IPPC. So what we have done about this issue as a country, could you please? Now, in the years between 2003 and 2007, we performed 2 MATRA projects which are financed by Dutch government, and then an IPA project with 2 components, twinning and technical assistance, which is called support to the implementation of IPPC directive in Turkey. And in this project, we have prepared the draft legislation, the first draft legislation of IPPC, I mean the Chapter 1 and 2 of the IED directive, the Industrial Emissions Directive. And also, in the scope of this project, there's a regulatory impact assessment study was performed, and the first draft of the inventory of IPPC installation has been prepared. The technical assistance of that project has recommended to implement the directive for the existing installations via sectorial implementation calendar. And after that, in order to have this sectorial implementation calendar, we decided to perform some sectorial specific projects. We performed the specific studies for large combustion plants within the scope of another IPA1 project, instrument for accession project. In these sectorial projects, what we do, we are trying to understand the current status of the each existing plant. Then we are performing some gap analysis, and we are trying to determine the time needed and the finance needed in order to fully harmonize the requirements of the VATs. Then we studied the cement-specific industry in scope of a national budget project. We tried to understand their status of compliance according to the ID requirements. Moreover, projects have been conducted also for the sectors automotive, metal integrated factories, the secondary materials factories, the surface plating factories, etc., and textile and tanning industries and waste sectors to determine the current state of compliance and needs. Also, we have studied the pulp and paper and glass glass manufacturing industry within the scope of Turkish-German cooperation within an advisory assistance project. Now we are conducting another project which is under IPA2, determination of industrial emission strategy of Turkey in accordance with integrated pollution prevention and control, which we call DIAS project. The project was initiated on July 2020. This three-year project covers all of these studies that I mentioned before and goes in deep in some sectors such as chemical and mineral sectors. And as a result, there will be a national action plan covering all sectors as a main output will be in hand. Actually, at this site event, the director of operations of the DAI company, which is the consortium leader, Mr. Rade Gulamazic was going to be here to moderate instead of me, but at this event, but he couldn't come here. Anyway, with the EU co-funded, with this EU co-funded project, we have also performed 222 field study visits in. And in the project, the BAT checklists have been prepared, and we convey the checklists to the installations, and we try to collect the data from the industry to make compliance analysis and cost analysis in order to prepare that net report, National Action Plan. And the field study visits are very important for us. At the field, we have seen that Turkish industries are at a good position in terms of the compliance of IPPC. The percentage of compliance is very good, and now we have three valuable participants from three important companies with us. They are also representatives of Turkish Industry and Business Association, Arçelik, Eczacıbaşı, and DIO. They are going to tell about good environmental practices in terms of cleaner production and environmental sustainability. First, I would like to give the floor to Mr. Ümit Can Günel, who is the general manager at the Arçelik company, to talk about what brings him today here. Please, Mr. Günel, the floor is yours.
Hoş geldiniz. Teşekkür ederim. We are very welcome. It's my pleasure to host you today as an Egyptian resident living in Egypt, in Cairo. So it's a great honor and pleasure. I hope that the COP27 will bring more actionable outcomes, and everybody, all the global participants will benefit from the sessions. Here in Arçelik, we look at the sustainability as a business model, including all the functions together and including the stakeholders as well. So let me go over quickly. Where? Over there. Okay. So we see, like I said, is empowering the responsibility and sustainable value chain with the stakeholder management. It's not only product and production, but also supplier management and improving the lives of the people with efficient branding messages to the community, and sustainability leadership to entire the organization. So if we pack this up, how we are doing, how we are managing this sustainability leadership in Arçelik is first tangible and science-based targets with a transformation net to zero journey. And we are doing this for sure with the people. People is the first priority to change the mindset and form actionable results. So gender equality and diversity, as well as strategic workforce planning, is one of the critical milestones in this journey, as well as creating the value in the supply chain and with circular economies, recycling and upcycling, which I will give some examples during the presentation. For sure, digital transformation is a big opportunity in front of us, in front of every company, to make a more improvement and efficient process by doing the technology and innovations and quality, durability, and reliability as a whole. So, talking about scientific targets, KPIs, um, now just a couple of examples how we are measuring the progress in Arçelik. For example, establishing the renewable energy system with a 50 megawatts capacity by the year 2030, and we are following the progress year by year, and purchasing 100% green electricity in all manufacturing plants, and making a minimum $50 million investment in the renewable energy and energy efficiency is another milestone, and reducing the scope 1, scope 2 emissions by 30% and 50% from a 2018 base year within 2030 is another milestone. So there are a lot of lists, but this is just an example of measuring the KPIs. And of course, like I said, it can be only achieved with the talents, with the human resources. So now we are doing a lot of training activities in the organization to develop more skills, and also increasing the number of women in the company with the gender equality approach, and also engaging with the NGOs and other companies to create a more global effect. From the business perspective, also we have milestones and KPIs, and these are collecting, monitoring publicly all the compiled data of the suppliers, for example, and ensure our suppliers applying for ISO certification, not just in Arçelik but also in the ecosystem of Arçelik. We are following this transition. And if you talk about the sustainability as a net transformation to zero, like I said in the beginning, we from the base year 2018, we are aiming to reach tangible goals by 2030, reducing the scope 1 and 2 emissions and 3 by 90% at the year of 2050. And we are in progress, and already all the net zero compensation actions are already in progress. And this is only can be done with the financing for sure, but green financing plays a very important role. Arçelik issued within the last years a corporate green bond, and this was very successful. As an example, I would like to share here. And the demand was much more than the need actually, which is showing that also the financing environment is almost very much interested with these kind of actions about green financing. So another example is also loan from ERBD banks, which is going to be used in the environmental free projects, green financing projects, which has been signed recently by the CEO of Arçelik, Hakan Bulgurlu. If you talk about sustainability as a circular economy, I just would like to share some numbers as well. Now we have since 2014 we have a recycling factory in Turkey, and we are recycling the products. We are collecting the products from the households, and this is almost reaching 1.6 million products being replaced and recycled, which is saving 8.1 million tons of water. and approximately 400 gigawatts of energy, and approximately 200 tons of carbon dioxide emissions has been prevented with this kind of recycling facility. And in our factories all over the world, including all our operations, we have a 96% waste recovery in the production. And just would like to share some examples from the product range, from the product innovations and actions that we have been taken so far. Some of the examples is recycling the washing machines with the using of plastic in the product itself, recycled plastic. So we can call it like an upcycle instead of recycle. So we are collecting the plastics, for example, how should I say, the fishing nets from the oceans, and we are using this inside the new products as an upcycle process. Biofridge is an example, using egg trays and fan covers made from the bio-based materials, as well as the new bio coffee product. These are the recent examples of the product innovations, environmental friendly products. Another point is with the energy saving technologies, like energy saving from again refrigerator, dishwasher, which is frequently being used at homes, and water saving technologies from washing machines and again dishwashers. And also, you know, air conditioners plays an important role for inside the B2B areas and the households. And energy, smart energy management in the air conditioners is done via smart app. So you can control the temperature, and you can monitor also the energy consumption. So this is creating the awareness when we are using the products by digitalization. It's not only about Arçelik, it's about also the collaboration between the companies. This is an example of the electric motorcycle, which is developed by Arçelik and Ford Otosan. This is a Raccoon project. And, you know, this kind of, let's say, a small light vehicle transportation is getting very popular and fastly increasing in all over the world, especially in Turkey. So this is a new product which is enabling emission-free green energy used as a new transformation of the transportation. So packaging of the products is also, there is a lot of improvements we have been done and we will do in the future. This is like the gift box packaging of the products, which is completely now recycled. And like I mentioned, the supply chain, there are 5 main pillars we are considering in our suppliers portfolio to be qualified and to be sustainable, which is the quality, efficiency, risk in the production, and digital transformation, and the sustainability criteria. So our target is to, by 2030, make sure that all the global suppliers exceeding the 500 tons of oil equivalent to obtain the ISO 50001 certificate. And we have also specific targets by 2025, 2023. Make sure that this supply chain ecosystem is also transforming its way to the sustainability journey. And we are also requesting a commitment from our suppliers. It's a written and signed by each party, showing that this is not an intention but also commitment. As a digital transformation, we have also globally standards the technology level in the manufacturing system, and with the new automations, industry 4.0 applications in the all the factories, and the automated material handling systems, competency development also with the production technologies and the technology roadmap, with a zero accident approach. And last but not the least, 2 of our new factories, Lighthouse, received a Lighthouse Award from the Romania factory and Turkey Eskişehir, which is the biggest factory of Arçelik. So from the World Economic Forum, these factories has been announced as lighthouse factories in the lighthouse network. So now we are in an investment phase in Egypt. Inshallah, next year we will have the new factory in Egypt, serving the Middle East and Africa region. So we will add new factories into this roadmap. Thank you very much for listening. Pleasure.
Thank you very much, Mr. Günel. It is good to know what you are doing about sustainability for the consumer goods because it's a really important supply chain. Thank you for your presentation. And now, Miss Gökçe Ötkün, who is the head of sustainability of Eczacıbaşı Building Products, she's going to talk about what they are doing. Please, Gökçe Hanım, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a bit shorter. Okay. Good morning, everyone. So, for those who hasn't known about the company, we are a part of Eczacıbaşı Holding company as Eczacıbaşı Building Products division. And in our brands, you can see Vitra, Artema, Burkbot, and Intema. Which Vitra, Artema, and Burkbot is full for bathroom furnitures and all the products in the bathrooms you can see. And Intema is our kitchen brand. Okay, as a short, brief introduction for the company was founded in 1958 as the first ceramic centerware production site in Turkey after the need in the country. And now, following this, we started as a ceramic centerware production, and then we continue to extend our product portfolio by addition of faucets, shower systems, and furniture, and then the kitchen furniture as well. Now, in 2023, we're now building our fifth ceramic centerware factory and our new faucet factory in Bozüyük, Turkey. And from our production capacity and manufacturing capacity, you can see that we have manufacturing factories in 4 different countries: Turkey in Bozüyük, Bilecik, and in France and in Germany with the names of Burkbot furniture, and also in Russia we have ceramic centerware manufacturer. And as you can see, our impact with almost 5,000 employees in all over the world. We have been working on different products, which is almost 12 million per year products. And we have reached to like thousands of architects, thousands of students, thousands of suppliers, co-workers, and everyone in our thing. And we believe that our impact starts with this 5,000 people, and it reaches to millions of users, which we aim to increase our impact, because we believe that our products, all the bathroom products, you can see here, if you can. Sorry. Okay, that's for. Okay. No, it's just küçük kalmış da sadece sunumda hata vardı. Bir daha geçerseniz. Okay, böyle kalsın. So we believe that our products has the biggest impact in the world because we are kindly producing the bathrooms which are consuming water at the end. So this is why we believe that our impact starts from there. This place. And back in 2008, we founded our first sustainability approach as Blue Life Manifest, which was focusing on sustainability in design, sustainability in production, and sustainability in management. And now we're experiencing new alignment with our new sustainability structure. But you can see Blue Life has started a while ago. And since then, we have been focusing our product portfolio, our production aim, and also people is a key point for us. Thank you. And then this year, with our new sustainability vision, we have founded and we have maintained our new sustainability vision as the protection of balance between environment, resources, society, and business. For this action, we clarified 8 different ambitions, which we focus on each and every department of the companies, including all the companies you can imagine. And with this one, our first aim is to use less natural resources, and then the two are kind of similar. We try to reuse and recycle all the materials and decrease the waste in our all production side. and then reduce the emissions and invest on renewable energy. And then products, as I mentioned before, is really critical for us, and we want to have a product stewardship here. And by reaching out to millions of users, we want them to increase their awareness in terms of sustainability. And of course, we love to invest on our people and our diverse culture. And at the end, our impact in the value chain is critical for us. Thank you. And regarding these ambitions, we clarified 4 pillars in our sustainability approach again. This is mainly our internal focus points, starting with people, and then the product, and then production, and the value chain, because we believe that it starts with people, and then if we invest on the people, right people in the company, then we can have the best products to serve the people, and then we have to do the best production at the end, and then reach out to the value chains in our distributors, our suppliers, our architects, students, and everyone in the whole. And we have a great innovation and design team in-house, which is also working with external design teams and designers. Thank you. So I will just focus on people a little, and then we want to focus more on the production and our projects in the production. In people, we have 2 main pillars, which is diversity, inclusion, and occupational health and safety. For the diversity and inclusion, ceramic industry is a bit tough industry, including the conditions. It's a heavy sector, and it's a bit warm in the factories, and these kind of problems has occurred as a diversity problem at the beginning. But then starting with our investments on health and safety and technology and digital transformation, we tried to focus on zero waste applications in the industry. And also we have a new project I would like to focus that we are aiming for 50% women in our new factories, which we will look for the people in need in the Bozüyük area, and then we will employ them before the production, and then we will invest on their personal development and leadership skills and everything, and then we want to include them in our teams. And then also we work a lot for scholarship for the engineers and women engineers, and then we are working on awareness a lot in the company, and we have like a reverse mentoring program for the leaders of future. And then for the occupational health and safety, we're a bit strict about this issue, and we aim for 0 accidents. And we are really good at this in the industry because we are using every bit of function of technology and all the possible digital improvement and everything, VR technologies and artificial intelligence, monitoring, and these kind of things. And we also try to include our suppliers into this procedure as well. And products, we can pass. As you can see, we are the only company in the world that is manufacturing all the products in the bathrooms, you can see. And we have, it was back in 2010 again, our design team has designed the circular design principles for us. And starting from our design, we focus on how to use, less materials, better packaging, better products, and everything. And each product, we have a procedure called alpha process that we get all the new product lines and rate them in terms of these principles. So if they're successful in these principles, then we get to let them, produce in our factories. And the production, we may continue. We're designing and making almost like 12 million products, which 5 million is only ceramic sanitary. So it's a bit tough process in the manufacturing as well, because we're not a very safe sector and clean sector, but we're trying our best to do here. And here our energy investments are increasing every day. And first of all, we are trying to reduce our energy consumption. For this, our biggest project is the heat recovery project. I will tell later in a bit. And then other than this, every year we're following up all the energy efficiency projects in our zero-based budget project timeline. And we follow up all the projects regarding their efficiency, their resource management, and their budget as well. And then also renewable energy, we can continue in the next slide. We are investing on solar panels, and By the end of 2025, we will complete all our rooftops by solar investment. And by doing this, we will reach out to almost 35% of our all energy needs. And the rest will be covered by, for this year, we will be procuring the renewable energy from IREC certification. But then we are also investing on off-site projects of renewables. And heat recovery system, as I mentioned, is our biggest project because, you know, the kilns and tunnel kilns are really energy consumption machines that we're trying to reuse the heat we gained from them in the factory by using new technological development and equipment update by doing all the, of course, it's not something we do only, but LED transformation, electric motor implementations, and all these kind of renewing things we're doing. And then water is critical in the production and also in our product side. But today I will just focus on the production side. In also again in ceramic, not in faucet and furniture, we are consuming a lot of water. But the good thing is that we are reusing 40% of our water with our wastewater treatment projects. And by the end of this year, we're investing again on new projects that will come up to almost 50% of reused water. And also by changing the machinery and technological system, especially in glazing system, we are also using the water as much as we can do. You can see here wastewater treatment is referring to our 40% annual usage, and we are reusing it. And glazing, the glaze water reuse is a digital transformation of the machinery here, so we are achieving a lot of water saving here. And also we are changing the faucet systems, which are compared to the ceramic, which has less technological improvement. We are trying to, you know, adapt our tools to the water saving issues. And material is, like I said, it's our priority in the whole production because it starts with the whole material, especially for the ceramic and faucet. And we have really good projects here, but I can focus on maybe in the next one better. Yes, design optimization. As I said before, our production starts with our design decisions. And by doing the design optimization in our faucet, you can see that the runner and riser design optimization is rechanging the design from the beginning, right from the scratch. And we're saving almost 10% material at the beginning. And then peeling and thickness reduction. You know, thickness reduction may seem like a negative word, but here we're not sacrificing anything about the quality, but we are just changing the design on the industry standards level, and then we're saving again almost 10% in the material. And in packaging optimization, we are trying our best to reduce interior packaging, of course, but also our external shrink packaging is a matter for us because we are sending out all our products in a way big amount. So this is why we're trying to change the material of the packaging. By doing this, last year we saved almost like 250 tons of shrink packaging in one hand. And the other one is cardboard is another thing we're focusing on. For this one, we're all working in the factory side, but also in the logistics side. So we're trying to reduce our cardboard amount. And the waste, as you can imagine, we have a big waste, but somehow we're trying to manage the waste in terms of industrial symbiosis and recycling and reusing. We can pass to the other one. So industrial symbiosis is our strong side, we can say. Since 2007, we have been sending our waste to different factories and different manufacturing sites. As you can see, cement sector is one of the leading partners for us, and we really pay attention to the partnership in this kind of thing because even though we're trying to reduce the amount of waste, we still have the waste, and some waste is another raw material for the other sector. So we're trying to reach this amount. And tiles factory, Vitra Tiles is just next to our factory, so we are giving out some waste to the tiles factory. And also we are trying to reuse the materials in our waste. And in the ceramic side, we have the capacity to use all waste till the latest phase of the production. So this is a good thing for us. But other than this, I mean, if we come to the glazing part and we skip to this part, then we have to reuse them as another sector raw material. Waste product is our faucet factories project. The brass material we're using, because of the design phases, we have a lot of waste here, but we're using all the waste again in the production, which is almost 30% of our raw material. And also scrap reduction in the factories of furniture factories. We are trying to optimize by using digital transformation and all the optimization tools that we have. So by doing this, we're also reducing our recut ratios and the scraps from the furniture. And also the last part is logistics, because we pay attention to, like I said, to the impact of our value chain. And here, as we have the emissions great, and because we're exporting to almost 75 countries, so we pay attention to our footprint in the international wide. So our biggest projects here, we're trying to optimize our transportation routes and the capacity of the trucks. And also we are trying to reuse the packagings in logistics side, and we look for innovative solutions here. And also the capacity increase for trucks, we are changing the truck sizes and everything like this as much as we can do, and we calculate all the optimizations and efficiency numbers from these projects. And yes, thank you for listening. I think we're on time.
In terms of sustainable consumption and production, we again listened a good example of consumer goods value chain. Thank you, Gökçe Hanım. Now our last speaker, Mr. Hasan Şerefan, who is director at Dio Paint Factories, is now going to give some information about what they are doing at their factories in terms of cleaner production. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Özpınar. Hello, everyone. Hoş geldiniz. Today, I would like to give some information about the topics that including sustainable innovations and green production techniques under the subject of DIO and sustainability. Our content of presentation is about DIO, sustainable approach of the Yaşar company at DIO, circular plastic management, sustainable innovations, eco-label study and our products, life cycle analysis for DIO products, cleaner and eco-efficiency productions, and efficiency effort in the water and energy consumptions, and also sustainable water management and water footprint reduction in DIO effort in DIO, and the use of cleaner production techniques, the production process and our environment efforts. The sustainable models and performance results which guide the Yaşar Holding's sustainable strategies and way of doing and present under the title of caring for the business, caring for the employees, caring for the societies, caring for the business partners, and caring for the environment. Therefore, the sustainability is the focus of our business strategy, and we continue our activities with the goal of the living and more livable world and the better life for the futures. And also, I will give some brief information about the Yaşar Group before the topics. The Yaşar Group were taken by young Durmuş Yaşar when he started the sailboat and marine supply in Rhodos. Our company was established in Izmir in 1927 and starting in commercial activities in 1941 and opened its first factory in 1954. And today it is continues all the activities. Bir geri alabilir miyiz? Yes, thank you. And its activities, it continues for 11 sectors. These sectors Yes. Yes. Uh, okay. Also, the sustainability should be in the core of the R&D studies and innovations. Sustainable development provides and balancing the well-being and our partners and also our planners and also our people with the continuing. So R&D sustainability and R&D studies are the very important under the sustainability. Dio is the first manufacturer in the Turkey. Also, we have established the first R&D center of the Turkish coating sectors. Uh, Continue. Yes. Also, Dio, which provides technology and innovation-oriented development in the production process. So, aim to develop environment and green products. In this context, R&D strategies to design product, the priorities, human and environment health in the compliance with the regulations to development environment-oriented and sustainable green products to environment product declarations with the scope and Dio green consensus actions plans to realize products for the creation of the carbon zero productions and also circular economy, waste reduction and resource efficiency studies. To finally support business carbon footprint and water footprint studies with R&D studies. The most important, the circular plastic management, the project is very important, has been precisely studies. Before the project, it is necessary to answer. This is necessary to understood for the consumer perspective and expectation on sustainability. In the post-pandemic periods, consumers sensitively health and environmental sustainability issues and interest in personalized product have increased. Consumers see themselves as having and greatest responsibility. But as a before of the pandemic, the biggest actions consumers take the sustainability is to avoid the use of the plastics and consume less packaging. But after the pandemic, with the increase of the level of awareness about the healthy and environment, it seems that the consumer tend to prefer health-oriented product while considering environment impact. Continue. Yes. Okay. This is why the first project of our company, product packaging revisions and recycling packaging utilization project. This project, which demonstrates our responsible production and consumption approach, contributes to preventing pollutions, saving the energy, and reducing greenhouse gas emissions that cause the climate change, reducing the amount of the new plastic use. This project consist has a two stage. One stage is the pre-siling, designing product with the minimum weight and dimension. And second stage is converting waste into the new material or other object. After the result of the project, optimum packaging dimension were achieved with the shortening of the 3 centimeter and the use of the plastic was reduced. And another stage, plastic waste was preferred by reducing unused and also plastic in the productions. So, as a result of the project, 4.7 ton carbon dioxide equal greenhouse gas reductions, and also approximately 600,000 kilowatt hour energy gain, and also approximately 114 tons PP polypropylene plastic packaging waste will be reduced end of the project. And also in this stage, I want to mention the sustainability and innovation, and also green product. One of the green product is the Oxymax. The Oxymax is the green product paying to reduce the amount of formaldehyde in environment. Formaldehyde, as you know, is included in the list of the chemical and cause of the high risk, high healthy risk, and also has been identified as cancerogen. And also, Optimax provided indoor or air purifications, absorbing the harmful amount of the formaldehyde with its special technology and converting into the harmless water vapors. Okay, continue. Our product, formaldehyde absorbing, reduce the negative effect of human health, absorbing the emitted in the environment from the sources, such as furniture paint, wood material, fuller conveying, carpet, and wallpaper and wall paint, interior space such as hospitals, school, office, etc. And also reduce indoor free formaldehyde emission by 74%. And also tested in the Bre Veritas laboratory. And also Oxymax products has been recognized by the World Coating Council as an example best practice. It is a very honor for our company, of course. And another green product is the Leaf Technoplus. The health and environmental products Technoplus with the antibacterial and anti-COVID properties, which neutralize 99.99% of the SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus that comes into the contact in the paint surface in the which supplies HB, and also it is licensed for the healthy ministry. And also, I would like to talk about for the two certification, two green product certification, is the one of them LCA certification. The LCA study, which is the basis of the certification, environmental impact of the entire product of life, starting from the raw material extraction, the end of the procurement, production, shipment, use, disposal, recycling process, and also carbon footprint studies are included. Also, we have a 10 products has a LCA and EPD certifications. The other green product and also certification for the eco-label product, it is very important for us because the eco-label including for low VOC content. As you see, in the older product, the lower than 10 VOC content including. In this stage, I would like to I would like to talk about for the water footprint reduction effort and also water management system in our company. Sustainable water management, we manage the wastewater generated in the factories is production of following three categories. One of the domestic wastewater, another industrial wastewater, and last one rainwater. Our facility is controlled in the 5S control forms. And also we have in the company, we have in the factory, the water management map. And all the consumption of the water is monitoring by real time. The consumption is decrease or increases, and improve all the project depends of the map management. So there is very important to water because we are producing water-based paint. So there are two main categories. There are two main subjects in this water footprint reduction efforts. One of them using water efficiency, water footprint studies, and another alternative to water waste, creating the alternative water waste, the blue water waste, green water, or gray water. So that is reasons in the Dilovası plant we have a lot of project into the water efficiency effort. The using high pressure, low volume washing system, the completed project. Improvement to tank from the cooling spray. The use of the pipe cleaning element. I will give some example for the piping system. The consideration of water efficiency in production planning, PPDS, product planning, detailed scheduling, algorithmic production models, and also rainwater recycling, seawater treatment with reverse osmosis system and induced process, and finally unit-based efficiency analysis and other enterprise water batteries in station. The most important for the four project is, I will explain the briefly, pick and clean system in pipeline application was started in the line cleaning. The cleaning system project, it is using from the coloring tank to filling stations, because the pipeline is the using for the transferring the paint before the project to clean the paint in the remaining of the pipeline. We use the wash waters, but after the project we are not using the water, only using air pressure and cleaning the rubber cleaning ball. And second project is the jet bath dry task aspiration system was installed in our facility. It is very important. Natural minerals such as usable titanium dioxide and calcium carbonate were recovered to utilize in the production, and also started to be used as rework in our product. The last one is the color transition in the paint production process are planning such a way that similar colored products are repeated continuous. Product planning detail scheduling is the algorithmic production code. I want to give some example. For example, we are produce for all the color of the paint. After the yellow paint is completed, second planning is the similar yellow paint is planning. Not black paint, not gray paint, not blue paint. Only yellow paint is planning. And the last one is the rainwater recovery and well water utilization rainwater project have been completed. And also in the Dilovası company, Dilovası factory, we have a lot of energy efficiency projects. I will give some example for the important example. One of them is the replacement old forklift used in the facility with electric model forklift. And another one, the reduction of the chiller usage for the 40% with commissioning water tower in the process water and cooling system. The result of water footprint reductions and also energy saving effort, we amount of the water per ton production decrease approximately 20% compared to 2020 years. And also the amount of energy per ton in the reduction decrease approximately 12 compared to 2019 years. Finally, in our business integration to turn risk of opportunity by making compression changing. Within the scope of DO R&D study, which the most important part of innovative. So, as a result of environment and the sustainability effort, we always continue our activities with sustainable environment approach to cleaner production and eco-efficiency. That means it is our responsibility. Thank you for listening to our presentations.
Thank you very much. Now we came to the end of the event. First of all, I would like to thank to you on behalf of my minister and myself, to all of you for participating and for speaking in here in this event. And as you see, as ministry, we always try to act in cooperation with our industrialists, and which we have to in order to have greener world. Thank you very much again.